Now that's one heavily damaged B17. Alright, let's see if we can't land this thing. Hey everyone, Tony here for the Sim channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at bomber dominance. Are bombers still dominant in War Thunder? Is it raining, or has the domination of bombers only just begun? I think I'm overflying that base a little. You know, oh yeah, I can't land there. Okay, oh, looks like I'm going down. Oh, speed up, pull up, pull up. Come on, engine, in faster. No, 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 not down. Up, up. I said up, up. You dumb plane. Up, not down. No, the other way. The other up. Uh-oh, Mayday, mate. Oh, darn it. I'm down. Anyways, let's find out, shall we? As for that landing, well, come on. One engine? You gotta be kidding me. Anyways, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the B-17 Flying Fortress, and as a special bonus, the Me410 Bomber Killer. So, Bomber Troll Squads, the scourge of War Thunder realistic and arcade battles, but especially realistic battles, because ever since patch 1.37, and especially now with patch 1.41 with the bombing points, which bombers love, and of course the OP tail gunners in the back of those planes, it has become a nightmare for fighters to take out those bombers, which are spamming. There's squads, nothing but bombers, and before you can even kill all of them, this happens, where they've essentially taken out all of the bombing points before you've managed to kill them all. Of course, being a bomber, has become a lot more fun since patch 1.37 and now into patch 1.41, because you don't get shot down as easily. Well, kind of. You don't get shot down as much depending on the type of aircraft. Like, for example, right now you're watching footage of me in the Pacific flying the B-17 in a historically accurate, or, well, actually a not historically accurate battle against the Japs. And this is where it can kind of be fun as a bomber pilot, but also a nightmare if, say, you're the enemy Japanese, because this plane, a bomber like the B-17, will just light up in a zero like nothing. Zeros were never designed or built to be going against B-17s. In fact, I don't think there's ever been an account of a B-17 and zero ever fighting in history. Except in this game, and in this case, there's that poor chap right now so he's having some lead, critical, and he's going to be the first of a series of kills in this game. See, kill number 1. Alright. Where are the other ones? But this is one of the games where I have nothing. Oh, he managed to set me on fire a little bit. That second zero. Come on. Come on. No, come back here. I'm not done with you yet, buddy. But in this game, you can see this is a game where there's nothing but bombers. The entire team is nothing but bombers. There was not a single aircraft other than bombers in this game. And so those zeros are basically, what can they do? We're just going to bomb out all of the targets and the game. So they have to do something. So they had no choice but to attack bombers like myself, who are virtually indestructible. And don't let that fire which just went out worry you, because the B-17 is a fireproof bomber. Some bombers blow up when they're on fire, and sometimes a B-17 might blow up when it's on fire as well. It depends on how the fire works, but and for the most part, when you're a B-17 pilot, fire is not going to be your biggest priority. Your biggest priority to worry about. The higher priorities are: do you have a Yak-9T or an Me410 or something, BF-109K or something with a high caliber cannon that's going to be able to just shaw your tail off. Those are the planes you have to worry about, or a pilot kill. As you can see, I was evasive maneuvering there, trying to make sure he didn't get a clear line of shot into my cockpit, to make sure that he didn't get a pilot snipe, because that can still happen even with a zero, as unlikely as it is. And speaking of zeros, have some. Come on, come on. Critical to him again. Third critical. Come on. Nope. Come back. Come on. Let's finish this. Come on. Come on. Have some. Come on. No. Oh. Think he had enough. So yeah. So again, the B-17 is a very rugged plane, and with bombing targets, free plane kills, basically, especially if you're in a Japanese game. I mean, you can see me, I'm just lighting these guys up. Oh, another hit. Oh, there's another one. Come on, get back here. Where are you? More XP and credits. And I just took out that one ship over there, so again, you know, bombers are almost indestructible, and you get a lot of grinding, you know, credits and XP in it, and you can take on multiple aircraft. Whereas in a fighter, oh, there's another B-17 giving some gunner support there. Um, but you know, in a B-17, you're pretty much safe against most other aircraft, unless they have rockets or high-powered machine or cannon guns. You know, you're gonna be pretty safe, especially if you're going against the Japanese. It's just all too easy with the Japanese. Come on, come on. You gonna be kill number 3, or yeah, I think kill number 3 or 4. I'm starting to lose track here. Come on. Oh, aircraft destroyed. There we go. Kill number 3. Achieved fighter rescuer. Oh, I love this game sometimes. This is why we keep coming back for wartime. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Have some. Come on. Critical him. Come on. Come on. Keep coming. Oh, this is too easy. Oh. But this is one of the reasons why people fly bombers, is when you get into matches like this. Oh, it's just so much fun. This is when it's fun to play the game, when you're just throwing in a bomber. And, you know, you can just kill one after another. Of course, they have no choices as the... Oh, aircraft destroyed. There we go, another one. What is that, the 4th kill now? Oh, there's a Focke-Wulf. Now, the Focke-Wulfs are the only aircraft that really could do some serious damage to me. Not the zeros, not so much. So, let's see. But again, smoking and everything. But I'm still flying. All the other zeros who were attacking me, they're all dead and in the water. So again, this is one of the reasons why, you know, people have been throwing the bombers so much. Is it's now when you're in matches like this, hey, you know, you can shoot down half the enemy team, or in some cases the entire enemy team almost, and come out of it still flying, and with some, you know, a butt ton of credits, you know, kills, kill assists, and if you're lucky, a zone destroyed and so forth. Look, oh, 5 kills, I'm an ace. Well, what do you know? I think I miscounted one. So right now I am now a bomber ace. Yes, that's right, a bomber ace. That's how ridiculous and how OP bombers are right now. But then again, that's kind of historically accurate in a way. I mean, zeros were not meant to go after bombers. However, that Focke-Wulf, who's now decided to chase me, I think he might be the last one on the team. So one of those the premium Focke-Wulf, he's the last one going after us. And of course, at this point, my bomber's kind of critical. I mean, you know, as you saw in the intro, I will end up crashing, and you know, one of the pilots who got the last shot into me, who stayed, got credit for it. An example of why sometimes, you know, it does pay to wait, although I'm not so sure, because this game was taking, you know, you're rating like 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's sometimes not even worth it to wait, and then maybe they land and repair, and or someone else kills it, and you were just waiting there for nothing. So a lot of times when you're in the situation as the Japanese or even the Germans, when you're going up against these bomber squads, it's not even worth it, and you'll see them just eject out or give up the game. And I've been in games where people have ejected um, because they too many bombers, and they were the last one around, and the game was almost over, and they just gave up and didn't want to waste time. Or they were shot down by a bomber, but critical to bomber, which is a more likely scenario. The Flocker Wolf, he crashed. He crashed into the airfield. I think he was trying to kamikaze that B-17 on the field over there. So the B-17s are all landing and repairing. Of course, you all know how this end up trying to land and overshooting the runway. I decided I didn't want to crash land. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize at the time when I overshot the runway that all my engines were going to cut out at me. Just as soon as I cleared the airfield, I was thinking I was going to be able to go back around, or at least let the ticket counter go, because I think at this point there's only 1 or 2 aircraft left. In fact, I think there's only 1 aircraft left. Around on the enemy team that's at the enemy base, simply just being stationed there. But overall, this was one of the best games I've ever had in the B17. It was a bomber ace 1 game. I mean, in historical battles, you rarely get 5 kills in a game, and I was able to get it with a B17, a bomber nonetheless. Oh, the insult, all the inhumanity. To all the poor fighters there. But it's not always fun in games. Of course, it can be very boring, especially when you're in and this is jumping to another game now, where I'm now in a bomber squad. The last game I wasn't with the Japanese, I was going solo, but this game I decided to join the bomber squad and form up an actual squad with bombers to try out, because I kept seeing squad after squad of bombers, so I decided to give it a try, and man, that took a long time to crash. But like I said, it's not always fun, for the bombers, because there are aircraft that can take a bomber down, like that aircraft over there, the BF-109K. And this is something I noticed when I was in the bomber squad. For some reason, and maybe it was because I was playing this at a later time, but it seems that the bombers are getting placed with more accurately tiered aircraft. For example, when you're a B17, you now seem to be getting a lot more Me410s, and you placed in matches with BF-109Ks and Gs that were designed to take down bombers like the B17. Which can make it actually a lot of fun if you're a fighter pilot just going after the bombers, 1 bomber per person. It can actually, there's 2 ways it can go. It can either be a slaughter for the Americans, or it can be a nightmare, as you saw at the beginning of the video, for the Germans, especially when you have a poor team, or when you just have, too many bombers flying at high altitude. Just bombing and just dive bombing all of the bases. But this is going to be an example again, shooting DK, trying to get some hits, and before I get a chance to kill his pilot or set him on fire, he's killed me. Of course, as you can see, look at all that damage I gave him. He's got a hole in his wing and everything. So aircraft like the BF-109K, as well as the Me410. Again, this is the 2nd game where I'm going in a, ooh, that was close. Almost had a mid-air collision over there. This is one of those cases where your team can be just as dangerous as the enemy, and all of these B17. So this is the next match, just after that, still in the squad. And this, I think, was at the time about a week or 2 ago, during the height of bomber dominance, I think. This was before, this is just when people started on the enemy team to fly squads of the bomber hunter, the Me410, which you'll be seeing in a moment. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, there's our teammates. So we got 4 people in the squad here, which is the maximum you can have for a squad. And as you can see, oh my goodness, look at that. Almost all bombers. Yeah, all bombers, basically. I think there is 1 fighter on that list, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's a Bearcat, I think. But yeah, a team that's you know, and again, I'm talking to the team about how bombers need nerf, and popping up on the screen is Me410s, a whole swarm of Me410s. And this is the brilliance of War Thunder, is that they didn't really need to, do anything to make the planes less powerful or anything. Just, give it enough time, and the pilots started to react. And so now, the counterbalance, just like in real warfare and real life, you have a threat and the counter threat or counter capability. And the Me410s are definitely the counter capability to a swarm of B17s. And it's going to be a slaughter fest for us. And unbeknownst to me, one of those Me410s somehow got on my tail. I didn't even realize it. I'm looking at the guys in front of me, then I'm on fire. What? And, oh, where did he come from? And of course I'm dead, but I'm still shooting with the tail gunner, not realizing that my plane is completely ripped apart at the moment. But yeah, a slaughter fest, and as you can see in chat, and of course I'm saying Mayday, Mayday, I'm going down. And of course the whole team's being slaughtered. Oh, there goes the wing. So yeah, a real slaughter fest for those Me410s. And so this is where I say that the bomber dominance is starting to wane. And I've been noticing a lot recently is that the Me410s started a real massive trolling of the B17s, and as we we do had this was a full match, so we did have some fighters over there, two P51s, a P39, and a Bearcat. But as you can see, the majority of the enemy team are Me410s. Now, Me410s are no match for P39s, P51s, or F6Fs. However, as you can see with my poor friend over here who's just been annihilated, there goes that tail. Nice slow-mo shot there of the tail going, and now he's in a death spiral. So, for B17s, they're just, cake for an Me410. And that brings me to the part of the video where it's the counter capability to bomber troll squads. It's the Me410 Annihilator Squad, the anti-squad trolls for the bombers, the counter capability to them. I gotta admit, that is kind of funny watching it spiral all the way down to the ground. So, there we go. Of course, in real life, you probably would have had most of the crew bail out if they were still alive, but anyhow, so Me410s, they're a threat to bombers and bomber dominance, but there's also those pesky mosquitoes and pesky OP Spits. Spitfire Mark, I'm not sure which Mark that Spitfire was, Mark something with Roman numerals, a high tier Spit, so high tier Spits, high tier BF109, Mark 22, there we go. Spitfire F Mark 22, one of the new Spitfires that came out in the new patch. So Spitfires and Me410s and BF109Ks, those are the aircraft that can really seriously hurt you. However, when you're in an Me410, for example, and this gets me to the point of this video, is that it can be, well, Me410s seem to have become the latest thing in realistic battles. You get a lot of Me410s now to counter the bombers. Because, Me410s, it's very easy to kill a bomber, and it's a lot harder to be killed by a bomber in an Me410 than it is a BF109. Unfortunately, you tend to end up in matches like this one, where you just become slaughter for the enemy team, or in some cases completely irrelevant to the point where you're just, ending up having to chase down AI when there are no other bombers, and when it's suicide to go after P51s that are far more maneuverable than you are, and you just end up ejecting out of the game, being one of the last people still alive. Of course, the Me410 does have its merits, and you can still get a good game in the Me410 even without bombers. In this case, I'm dogfighting an Air Cobra, which is kind of interesting. Um, which, especially seeing as the Air Cobra has a very large cannon, which could, one hit with that cannon and I'd be dead. Um, but the nice thing about, multiplayer games is the pilots aren't always the best. Again, this guy really should not be doing what he's doing. I mean, all he has to do is brake, gain some speed and distance, turn back on me, and attack me. Of course, he's going. Of course, I also have some teamwork over here, and this is where being an Me410 or a bomber, where teamwork really helps out, especially, well, more so in the Me410 if you have cover, or if you're in a fighter where you have, friendly covering you. As you saw in the bomber Trove squad, even though we were all lined up, those Me410s were able to, just get in there and kill us one by one. So, especially if you have multiple Me410s. Had there just been a single BF109 on us in that one squad, it would have been over. But anyhow, back to the action. So going after this P39, he's going low, trying to bug out. I keep emptying round after round into him. Perhaps not the smartest thing here, but heck, I just want to kill at this point. Ah, criticaled him. And oh yeah, he's down. And thankfully, I got the kill, not the assist. That would have been annoying. And that's another thing. The Me410, especially when it's not fully upgraded, even fully upgraded, is very annoying because it's very slow and it can always be outsped by 109s or other aircraft. Oh, hello, Mr. Thunderbolt. Care to be shot down? Next victim. Oh, he's going after. Oh, he's going for the base. Okay. Hold on. Come back. Oh, he's going for our friends on the ground. Oh. Hey, I got him. Or Triple A got him. You gotta be careful when going to the base. The base, the Triple A over the base it's just suicide. So, attacking aircraft at the base not always the best idea. And I don't think he even managed to kill anyone on the ground. So that was a pretty suicidal move on his part. Oh well. So another game. Again, flying again against the Brits. So no B17s in this game. So. And this is the thing with Me410. So I'm thinking that the game will likely start to balance out, where you're not going to see that many, Me410s or bombers anymore, just because, the bombers, they realized that the Me410s were slaughtering them, so they stopped flying bombers. Now you got Me410s saying, ooh, we want to, kill bombers, we're there for the bombers, and then we're getting into matches where there are absolutely no bombers. So I'm thinking that eventually it's just going to play itself out and balance out. I think you're still going to get the occasional Me410 Trove Squad or the Bomber Trove Squad, because it is a lot of fun, but I don't think it's going to see the apex. I think the apex has finally come and finally gone, but, who knows? It's a multiplayer game, another patch, another plane might go OP. This mosquito's heading me on. Not always the brightest move, because I got. Oh, he ran. we collided over there. All right, and we both lived to tell about it. That's always nice. Of course, there are historical accounts for aircraft colliding in World War II and other wars that both aircraft did manage to survive. So, these planes are built rugged and stuff. So, all right, let's go for you. Come on, come on. Ooh, this thing really does not like to turn. And even when you get... Oh, kill assist. Alright. And I think that's going to be about it for this particular match. Because, again, going after Spits and Tempests is never really a fun thing. I think I get shot down by one of those Spitfires. Because, again, I'm low, I'm slow, and even using WEP. I mean, look at that. My water's overheating. And one of the darnest things about historical battles now, which really is annoying, is it's so easy to overheat. And I get that they're, historically accurate, but the overheating water just annoys me, because if you overheat it too much, then the engine will flame out and it will die on you, and that's pretty annoying. Especially when you need WEP a lot. So again, another game where no bombers, just mostly fighters. Well, there were 2 B-25s, but they were shot down before I could catch up to them, so I'm left to try and take out these AI. Oh, oh my goodness. And again, this is when realistic battles becomes arcade. Again, I'm being hit actually by my friendly teammates. Thank you very much. As we all try to take out the last few aircrafts, because there's only one bomber left. That's at the edge of the map, and someone is faster than us is going after them, so we're reduced to going after the AI and everything. So, of course, this was a full match, this particular game. And of course, I've just emptied out all of my ammo, so next game. And in some games, this is a game where I'm against the Russians, so I'm going after the AA. Again, they also buffed the AAA, which makes it a lot harder to kill. You know, hit. I mean, they're a lot more well defended now, the AA. But yeah, the overall, I'd say that bombers and the Me410s will continue to be fun aircraft, and I hope that in the future we continue to see more of this innovation, where we see, you know, something that really simulates history, because in history you did have, you know, even today in the real world, in real militaries, you do have someone finding a capability and then someone finding a counter capability. In this case, the capability was bombers, patrol squads, then the Me410, the Bf-109Ks, and other heavy aircraft were the counter capability. And of course, you know, the counter capability to Me410s are just, you know, Ishaks and other bombers. So anyhow, that's going to do it for this bomber dominance video. I hope I didn't bore anyone to death, and I hope you found it interesting. Please let me know what you thought about this video, what your thoughts on bomber dominance and everything else is. And until next time, everyone, this is Tony for the Civ Sim channel, signing out, wishing all of you a great day. I'll catch you guys next time.